is definitely a huge problem, or not a problem, but big topic that comes across. We have another caller. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name?
Oh, hello, George.
Hey, George. How you doing?
Good. I think you guys are restricting the idea of terrorism to a political type of... Let me turn my radio down.
What do you mean?
Well, let's take the gang that roams the high school halls, and every day they're coming at you for your lunch money. That's terrorizing you.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so
I
you've
mean,
got to
you guys
take the
say,
root
well,
word. It's
unless
terror.
they're hacking this and that, it's not terrorism. But if somebody gets into your personal files on a constant basis, or the threat or the risk of that is there, you guys don't view that as terrorism. I was like, you got to be kidding me. That somebody's out there, let's call it a gang, group, whatever, hackers, that can go into anybody's files and just wreak havoc and just expose all your private information, your files, whatever, and you guys don't consider that terrorism. I find that really kind of weird. It's almost like when the mafia used to charge people for protection. If you didn't pay up, you got your head beat in. I mean, that's not terrorism.
But if you also see it, doesn't people always put their stuff out publicly anyway? I mean, if you see, you got your own photos up. You got Facebook. You got your own photos up there. You got your own information. You got your own birthday. You got your
We're
life.
not talking about that stuff. What about your communications? What about your research habits? What if you're an attorney? What if you're some sort of you work at home? What if you're a freelance writer or something, and somebody's trying to steal your copy or whatever the case may be?
An interesting turn is like, what if they hack into your phone and listen to your conversations or collect your text?
That's not terrorism?
I mean, what about the NSA? That's exactly what they're doing. Are they, broadcasting terrorism? Are they doing terror upon the people who live in this country?
As far as I know, they're not breaking into your conversation. They're authorized by statute under the, Homeland Security or the Patriot Act. Go before a judge. I understand that they have permission to do this.
But they're still collecting the information. I mean, they're not looking at it directly, but they can. They just have to get a warrant, and they just go into
again, that's simply because they're doing it doesn't mean they're terrorizing you. They're obviously, this is a war against against bombings and stuff of terroristic groups and maybe domestic cells.
Yeah, but this gets into the topic of, what if you have nothing to hide and they're going through your stuff and you have, some pictures of a family event and that's it?
But you guys say that's not terrorism. Unless the government does it. If somebody other than the government does it, it's not terrorism.
I don't think that the collecting of this information or, the family pictures that they find is the terrorism. I think using it and exploiting it is the terrorism.
Well, but, chicken and egg argument there. I mean, you can't do one without the other. That's the risk. Again, that's what the whole prospect of it is.
All right.
Have access
I guess it really depends on how
far. I
far.
wouldn't say chicken and egg. I'd say cause effect, but
I guess
really, honestly, you're kidding me.
I guess it really depends on how far terrorism can really go, if you think about it. I mean,
what if you take a family photo from somebody's computer and put it on the
premise
internet?
here. You guys are restricting the scope of terrorism to government functions or a political nature of some kind, and I'm saying that it can happen. There's all kinds of forms of terrorism, and one of them can be some private individual who has the ability to get into anybody's.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like you were saying, they can get into your computer there, and they can manipulate stuff. Like sometimes when you have a computer repair guy, I need access to your screen and all that. Next thing you see the cursor moving and going, you're kidding me.
Yeah, it's like a smaller scale of what we've been defining as terrorism, which is cyberbullying kind of is what they call it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's terrorism. It's just as terroristic.
Yeah.
Even if it's not politically oriented.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyway, just wanted to bring it up.
Thank you. Definitely, thanks.